What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have the exclusive liquid color 2024 Chase Elliott Darlington Throwback. There is so much to talk about with this paint scheme. It is amazing. Oh, this is going to be a fun diecast review. This is one of only 48. You can see it right here. It's kind of blurry. Hold on, let me zoom in right here. I want to make sure y'all see this, guys. One of 48 in existence, the UniFirst Darlington Throwback to 2014 Dale Earnhardt Jr., his iconic National Guard paint scheme that won a bunch of races that year. We're going to be doing a diecast review on this. I cannot wait, and we'll be talking about the liquid color and why this possibly could be the most accurate version out of all the 124s of this paint scheme. Let me go ahead and gently slide the diecast out of the parcel, or the I would say the bootleg garage door, because that's what it reminds me of. Now, there is something extra I noticed in the little package with this set. I'll show you real quick. I think it's at the top of here. But it's this little sweepstakes thing. So, I guess Hendrick put this in their diecast for 2024, or at least maybe their throwbacks. I don't know. But it's like a sweepstakes to enter for their sheet metal giveaway, which that's pretty cool. So if you get one of these, check that out. And I'm going to go ahead and get this diecast ready to go for the review. Bam! There she is, fellas. The iconic number, well, I was going to say number 88, but the number 9 beautiful Darlington Throwback to Dale Earnhardt Jr. You know, it's kind of cool because Chase Elliott is my favorite driver right now in the NASCAR Cup Series, and my previous favorite driver was Dale Earnhardt Jr. So to see a throwback that relates to both of them is so freaking cool. Guys, I got to give a huge shout out to Circle B Diecast. If you haven't picked up your copy of this car and you're interested in it, just know there is only 48 of these in existence. And what I'm thinking about this car, this could be one of the most accurate versions of it made, if not the most accurate, because it has a metallic white paint job to it. Now, I'm going to show you the 164 as well, because, you know, we love 164s. And I'm going to look at it closely real quick. I'm just going to show you. And why I think this could be the most accurate version is I'm not seeing a metallic white paint job on this car. The reason why I bring this up is in 2014, the Dale Earnhardt Jr. primary and the Daytona 500 race win in the 164 scale both had a metallic white paint job. So the 164 appears to not have that. This right here, being the liquid color, does have that shimmery metallic, kind of a pearl white, if you will. So if you're wanting maybe the most accurate version of this car, this potentially could be. I don't know. Did the real car have it or not? I can't tell. So I looked around online about it, and the real car, I could not find a high-resolution image of it close enough to, you know, the lens that showed the metallic white. But I remember seeing it somewhere that the paint scheme had a metallic white paint job. And naturally, with diecast, since they're much smaller in the real car, the metallic portion is going to be much more noticeable. So, like, if you look at a production car, you know, a normal vehicle that has a metallic paint job or a pearl paint or something, you walk up to it, you'll see it, but the little specks are so tiny. Well, since the diecast is a much smaller scale, the specks are going to appear much larger. Kind of sounds a little complicated, but what I'm trying to say is this might be the only version of it to have that effect. Okay, UniFirst right there, uniforms, services, and solutions. This would have said National Guard if this was the, the 2014 paint scheme. Got the number 9 right there, Hendrick Motorsports, Sunoco, ZL1. Dale Earnhardt Jr. had an amazing season in 2014. He had an amazing season, guys. He won the Daytona 500. He swept Pocono. And then he won Martinsville. Incredible year for Dale Earnhardt Jr. And what's interesting is that 2004 was his best year ever, right? He won the 500. He was a favorite to win the championship pretty much. Had an oopsie-doo at the Fall Talladega race. But he won so many races that year. And you look at 2014, 10 years later, he had arguably his second greatest year ever. He was fantastic in 2014. Go to the left side of the diecast here. And I'm going to bring the car a little bit closer here because I'm telling you, this car is freaking amazing. Now, if you remember in 2014, Dale Earnhardt Jr. had a custom, I guess you could say, texture to his door number or roof number as well. Well, it's kind of like this diamond plate pattern, if you will. Well, that's present on this car right here. You can see that. I got Goodyear right there, NASCAR International, the old school logo. Got your white Goodyear Eagles. Hooters, Lumar, and Coca-Cola. One of the final Chase Elliott diecast to have Hooters. One of the first ones to have Coca-Cola. UniFirst, got Napa Auto Parts. Now, the original paint scheme, this would be, the stripe right here would probably end around here, and the 88 would be right here. So this side right here would say National Guard. I do wish this logo was a little bit longer. That would be one little thing I wish they would have done. Get Valvoline 40, Kelly Blue Book. Get your race win sticker from the Spring Texas race. Chase Elliott, B Post Decal, and Chevrolet Exalta Cincinnati Industries. Freightliner, Hooters, Mac Tool, Simeons. Guys, if you haven't picked up this diecast and you're interested in it, head over to Circle B Diecast, pick up your copy today. Use promo code Diecastbuffet. Again, one of 48 made. 48 might not even be the amount that are available. Why? Because sometimes the teams will keep a couple. So there might be 400 employees that got it exclusive. They might have bought it early. I have no idea. We see this time and time where a car will get, set back for a sponsor or anything. I don't know. So I'm just keeping it real. You never know. There could be a less amount of these available. Get them while you can. It's a Chase Elliott car. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. Only 48 available. Don't be surprised years from now. This could be a difficult car to find. And for all you Dale Earnhardt Jr. fans, the rear end of this car, this is something you remember. The kind of a matte finish rear end of the car. Dale Jr. would run a ton of gloss paint schemes, but the back end of the car always had a black back bumper, which nowadays reminds me of the test cars, or not test cars, but the backup wraps for the next gen. Now, I still wonder why they did that, but I have a few theories, and I'll kind of ping-pong that around, if you will. One of the theories I have is that if you had an oil leak on the track, and I've heard this before, some of the teams would run a black bumper on the back of the car, so if they're leaking oil, they won't throw the caution. So if your car's leaking a little bit of fluid, maybe, I don't know, for performance or whatnot, that back end right there is a little bit droopy, unfortunately. But if your car was leaking a little bit of oil, you wouldn't be able to see. The next thing would be, is there any modifications you could make that maybe NASCAR's R&D or something at the time wouldn't be able to detect? I have no idea. But Dale Jr. ran that on almost every paint scheme, the black bumper. Go to the right side of the diecast here, and just beautiful, beautiful paint scheme, man. I'm telling you, this is this is like, it's so nostalgic, because I remember watching the 2014 Daytona 500 and seeing my favorite driver win that 500, man. I was a kid at the time. This was February of 2014. I was a kid at the time, and I remember that moment, and it will live with me forever. Watching that race on TV, that was magical. At the top of the diecast, once again, you got UniFirst right there. They did change their font, I think. Get Elliott, and this is DIN number 13. Got Napa Auto Parts right there on the deck lid. Guys, this is an incredible diecast. If you have not picked up any of the Chase Elliott merchandise of it, I imagine this is going to be made in a bunch of different ways. But what makes this car so special is it is the liquid color. It has that pearl finish. It's called liquid color, but I'm going to be 100% honest with you. To me, it's just a pearl metallic paint job. And I say that in a good way. Like, it literally looks fantastic. It's not like, the very shimmery underwater color, but it looks so good. I'm telling you, this could be the best version of this car with a very nice pearl metallic paint job. So, again, the opportunity is yours. If you want to come back 2028 trying to find this car, I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to be the cat that missed out on this piece. So, thank y'all so much for watching the video, guys. Have a blessed one. I really do appreciate it. We got more Darlington throwback stuff coming up on the channel. Again, 164. This is also available over there at Circle B right now. You don't want to wait till the full release, the plastic chassis. Get it in the diecast chassis. Get it shipped today. Get your copy today. Don't miss out. And hey, if maybe you like Kyle Larson, check out the Kellogg's throwback from the 90s. If you want to get this diecast, you can too. And I'll even show another amazing Darlington throwback liquid color. Let me move the camera up just a little bit. Check this out. William Byron liquid color of Jeff Gordon's 2009 car. Look at that shimmery orange. So if you're looking for those Hendrick Motorsports paint schemes, and yes, they're probably going to make a 4-car set. Yes, some of these are going to be available in the Authentics line. However, for the liquid colors, this is what you're going to get. That's what I'm saying. Like, there ain't going to be no more made. So have a blessed one, everybody. Diecast Buffet. Signing off.